Hey everybody, and welcome to Joe's BBQ House. Today, my son Connor had requested some 1-hour ribs on the Smoky Cajun Bandit. Nothing but a WSM with a Cajun Bandit rotisserie kit which over here it could be flipped to use on the Weber kettles, or you flip it for the WSM, which is really cool. But what I had done is turned it into a meat hanger mod, as most of you know. And all I did was had some holes drilled here. This here is for the spit rod, and this hole here. And this here, I believe, are 5/8 or 1/2 inch rods. I can't remember exactly. And I just put some collars on each end just to prevent them from falling out. For those of you that don't know, that this tip-top temp does work on the WSM. At least it does on this vent style. If you look here, it's got the 2 tabs there, and it just fits right over the top. I'm not going to use this today, but hey, John Knapp, I did read your comment in the last video for that tip-top. And no, the black piece that goes over top of this here, it will not fit with that. You'll just have to pop it off and your tip top fits right over it. Naturally over here, if I wanted to use it, I'd have to pull this off as well. I have a lid here, which is completely stock. I will be changing out this thermometer soon, and I'll just use that tip top temp on this. Now what I would like to do is get 2 tip top temps and see how it'll perform. So I already have one. I just need to get another one to put over on this side to see how it performs. I'm sure it'll do well. Okay, over here you guys can see on the Smoky Cajun Bandit that I do have the hinge mod, which is, I love it. It works out great. Had it for years. It's from Unknown Barbecue. Nothing special about the vents. I do have a River Country gauge on the lid. And coming down here, I have a River Country gauge in the center. All right. Now, you guys know pretty much all the mods from Cajun Bandit, like the wheel kit. I did buy these caster wheels probably 7 years ago, and just drilled the holes down here and bolted it up, and they've been holding up great. Here is a Cajun Bandit stainless steel door. I'll open it up. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but see that big basket right there? That is the Beast basket from Greg over at the Woodshed Smoke and Barbecue with Slowhand. He does a great job doing it. He makes the naked baskets as well. And I'll tell you what, absolutely love it. I got about, I don't know, I'd say a half a bag of charcoal in there. This thing will fit probably 2 bags of charcoal for sure. But I have some wood chunks in there. And what I'm going to do is because I'm only one-handed right now, I'm going to come over here to my Weber kettle. And I'm going to fire up a half a chimney full of charcoal. And I'm just going to open this door and just pour the hot coals right down this chute here. And it'll go right up in there. I'll show you guys the inside here. Here you'll see the 3 rods that are coming through. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now I do have videos out. Some of you guys may not know, but I have videos out where I've done ribs in 1 hour. And they turned out great. Also had done 45-minute ribs, okay, and I got a video out on that as well. I need to do this live to prove it to you guys that you could do great ribs in 1 hour. But either way, this was a request from my son for his birthday dinner. Okay, we are back, and what I had done, like I said, I just opened this lid here, just let the hot coals from over there, and I dumped them right into the center there. Coal rake, and I just kind of spread them around throughout the whole top of the charcoals there. And what I'm going to do is let all the vents are wide open, all 3 at the bottom, and then the one here at the top. And I'm just going to let this baby fire up. And I'm going to guess she'll get around like 400 degrees. I think that's where I had it the last time I did my video on this. So yeah, we're going to push about, say, 400 degrees on the gauges and just let her rip, man. I'll return when I get the ribs hung. All right, so as you can see here, we are at 400 degrees here at the top. And over here, we're sitting about 375 degrees towards the bottom. Here soon, I'm going to go ahead and lift this lid up, add the 3 slabs of ribs that we're going to do for this 1 hour cook. And I went ahead and I shut down the bottom vents halfway because I don't want this thing getting out of control. Also, would like to show you guys what we're going to do here is we're also going to be making bacon wrapped asparagus on the Weber kettle. I'll be using my fire ring, diffuser plate, and my dual rack system to perform that because I need to use the full surface area of the 22-inch rack. All right, as you guys can see, we're sitting at 400 degrees at the top, and ever since I closed the vents off halfway, we are reaching about 400 degrees towards the bottom, because it just shows us that we have even temps throughout this whole pit. Over here, you'll see I got the hooks and the ribs. I went to the third bone down. I'm getting ready to hang them now. This Weber is fired up. I do have the 1/2-inch diffuser plate in there with the dual rack system, which I'll be loading this up with bacon wrapped asparagus here real soon. Okay, I'll be back when I get these ribs hung up, and I will return. Alright, so as you can see, I have the 3 racks hung on the center rod, and here I'll show you how low they are hanging from the bottom. Can't really tell, but there's probably I would say a good 10 inches from the bottom of the ribs to the coals there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this lid on and let this baby fire up. I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for 1 hour and come back and check to see how they're doing. Alright guys, while this thing is getting back up to temp, just a little safety note. If you guys are cooking on a wood deck, you want to get one of these fire mats for underneath your smoker or for your WSM. And the reason why is just in case, you know, because you never know what's going to happen. It may not be necessary, but you can never be too safe. And of course, here, you always want to have a fire extinguisher on hand. Working with all this wood, you never know. Accidents do happen, and I am going to prevent that by keeping this cook as safe as possible. Alright everybody, now if that is not a loaded kettle full of bacon wrapped asparagus, I don't know what is. But I know one thing, they're going to turn out fantastic. Alright everybody, got a lot of fireworks going on tonight, that's pretty cool. But I'd like to show you guys that we are at steady temps at 425 degrees on the top and approximately 425 degrees here at the bottom, which is pretty nice. I'd like to show you guys over here that I added the bacon wrapped asparagus, as you can see. And this is the beauty of running a diffuser plate at the bottom and running a dual rack system, so you can have your rack on the top, so you don't have to worry about burning nothing. Complete indirect cooking, and yes, they will brown up beautifully. I've done many videos on bacon wrapped asparagus, so you guys know how it works. We got about 10 minutes to go, and here we're rocking temps at about 425 degrees at the top and close to 450 at the bottom. Now I can manipulate the temps by adjusting my bottom and top vents. I can make it hotter up here by shutting down the top vent, or if I cut the bottom vents. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that you guys can adjust the temperatures on this smoker. It's so nice and easy. Once it finds its sweet spot, the temps just stay there. But either way, I'm going to let them continue to roll. And here I want to show you the bacon wrapped asparagus, which I am running a little bit hotter than I wanted to. I wanted to stay at 250 degrees. Well, this thing settled in at 275-ish, which is fine, but here you go. It's doing really good. All right, guys, I'll return when I get ready to pull these ribs off and see if I got them done in 1 hour. If it goes over, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm already getting some bone pull. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and take a peek at this. See if you guys can see that. But we already got the bone pull. Get over here on this other side so you guys can see. Not sure if you guys can quite see that or not. I'm going to go ahead and get that lid put back on. I don't know, guys. They'll be done in another 10 minutes or not, but we will find out. 1 hour is up, so I'm going to go ahead and pick off the lid. And we are going to check, see how we're doing. Well, I see they got that twisting action going on, which is good. From my past experience, that's really good. Let's go ahead and pull one of these out. And let's look at our bone pull here. Not bad. Alright. Still juicing off. Let's check this other one. Oh yeah, I'd say they're looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off and get them on the cutting board and just let them sit out just for a little bit till I get all the other sides going on. Over here, I'd like to show you the bacon wrapped asparagus. These have a few more minutes to go, but they will be finished when I get the ribs off and put on the cutting board. Alright everybody, so what I did is I went ahead and pulled this ring off so I could go ahead and shut down all the vents on this WSM so I could save those coals. Otherwise, with all the leaks, which is good, you know, with the airflow, You got one here, there's one there, and then of course where it escapes out the sides. So I just went ahead and shut down all the vents. Gonna save these coals. Gonna let the ribs rest on the cutting board just until these get done, which they got maybe 10 minutes to go. And we'll go ahead and cut into those ribs and see how we did. All right, everybody, the moment of truth. We're gonna go ahead and see how these ribs turned out. As you can see, they got some nice color on them. We got our bacon wrapped asparagus out here. We're gonna go ahead and take a taste test as well. Let's go ahead and cut into these ribs and see how we did. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got a nice smoke ring here that you can see. It's very, very juicy and tender. Well, we're gonna find out the tenderness when I go to bite into it. Let's go ahead and bite into this rib and let's see how it turned out. Oh yeah. Did you see it fall off the bone? It's not really fall off the bone, but it's, you know, you can bite into it and it cleans off the bone. Okay, let me try it again. And my God, the flavor is just incredible. You can see? God, I love that flavor when you cook them over the fire. Let's go ahead and take an end piece off and let's see how it turned out. Okay, as you can see, it's still, this is a very thin piece of meat, but you can still see the juices coming out. Let's go ahead and peel some off. God, that char is so good. This was seasoned with the Joe's BBQ House SPG and the Uncle Steve Shake, Gator Shake, original, and his thick meat. Oh, and the spicy R. Let's go ahead and cut into this thinner slab. Let's see how it turned out. It's very hot. It's only been resting for approximately 10 minutes, but as you can see here, all that moisture in there, that bark. I did not wrap these. I did not spritz them. Well, let's go ahead. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Go ahead and get a bite in here and see how they turned out. Look at that. Sorry. Look at that. One more bite. And as you can see, clean off the bone. My God. Okay, now for the bacon wrapped asparagus. Watch this. That's how tender you get it. These only took 30 minutes on the Weber kettle. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite. See how tender that is? Oh my God, it's so good. My son Connor is gonna be one happy kid when he bites into these ribs and these bacon wrapped asparagus. All right, everybody. Well, I gotta say that Connor and the whole family enjoyed their dinner. Everything turned out great. And hey guys, don't forget to pick up your Beast Basket, Naked Basket from Greg. I need to do this live one day. I'll do it live when, I'm not sure when. The next time maybe I do it and someone requests the 1 hour ribs to show you guys that it could be done. And there's other videos out there on people doing them in 1 hour. The flavor is, it's incredible. It's like completely different. Kind of makes me want to get a pit barrel smoker. you know, to compare the difference of flavor between this meat hanging mod and the pit barrel cooker, or even an ugly drum or something like that, like a gateway or something. But either way, guys, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.